Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you all doing wherever in the world that you're watching me from? Um, I know you want me to talk about Cubana chief priest because I'm getting so many comments that if I'm not going to talk about Cubana chief priest, I'm going to, from my best understanding of the case, because a lot of people are saying, hey, Bobrisky is in prison, Cubana chief priest is on Instagram. Okay, we'll talk about it, but since I'm not a lawyer, I've been sending messages to my lawyers to explain the difference. So we're going to come to that, but everybody please calm down. I don't like involving myself inside what I don't know too well. And I don't know the law too well. It's not Bible. If it is Bible, I say bring your geo spiritual father. In fact, bring your geo's Holy Spirit. Let's discuss the Bible. That one I know. This one, I don't know. So I go bring the ones we know. So make sure I calm down small. May they explain the difference between the two of them. So if you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click the screen, double click the screen, pop my money guns. We're here to have fun today. We're here to have fun today. We're here to talk. Inside this Korra Obidi matter, I will tell you the truth. I'm not in any place to judge. I cannot judge Korra. I cannot judge Justin Dean. I've been through divorce before, and I know when divorce reach stage where they reach, everybody will bring out everything where they get on everybody else. So it is a matter that never ends. And that is why I advise couples, end your divorce, be reasonable. Be reasonable. It will save you a lot of heartache. You can truly be reasonable, and even if you buy person, and I set basket mouth versus Elsie's separation as the precedent for decency, not just in entertainment, but in all ramifications. Look at those people. Till today, whether Elsie cook the food not done, or whether basket mouth no bring money for the food, we not know wetin cause the problem. Till today, nobody know. We don't know. And I tell everybody who's going through a divorce, follow the path basket mouth and Elsie laid. That is the foundation for decency in separation. They released a statement. Nobody's trolling anybody. Nobody's coming to say, hey, come and see what my husband did. The husband is not coming to say, hey, come and see what my wife did. They just moved on. Everybody's up about their business, doing what they need to do. And it'll take 2, 3, 4, 5 months, before you know, 6 months, everybody has forgotten. Now, when you divorce or you separate in a decent situation, you have the opportunity of meeting up later in life and having relationships, not with each other, but with your new families. Because whether you like it or not, once you and person born pikin, that pikin go graduate, that pikin go marry, that pikin go do birthday. So when these things happen, you can go to your ex's house to celebrate your child's birthday or your child's graduation or something, because you were decent. Now, to be decent as a man, you have to be what is called realistic. You have to understand that a woman is going to move on. Some men would drag a woman's new relationship into their mess. Let me tell you, you're only messing things up for yourself and for your children. Your children are not going to respect you, because whether you like it or not, children have an attachment to their mother that is unnatural, because the pikin dey inside the mama belly and the pikin suck the mama bobby. So as long as children can see, no matter how much they love their father, if their father is tormenting their mother, they will take their mother's side. Women also, when you are leaving a man, don't ruin him. I say this all the time. Abroad, we tell you are entitled to half of his property. Me, I will tell you, what did you bring to the marriage? If the man has 3 houses worth $1 million, what did you bring to the marriage? If it is $20,000 you brought, carry your $20,000 and be going. It earns you respect. If the man now wants to dash you one of his 3 houses and says, okay, I want to give you the smaller of the 3 houses, take. He's a good man. But you see, any woman that wants to share a man's wealth into 2 and take half, you are a bad woman. Even if the UK government supports you, I'll tell you to your face, you're a bad woman. Unless you contributed towards it, and don't tell me you're cooking or cleaning. A maid can cook and a maid can clean. You carry babies. If the man gets a side chick pregnant, does he have to give her half of his house? He will have to feed her and feed the child. Let's tell ourselves the truth. So the problem is, men are unreasonable. Someone said you met together as youngsters. It does not mean. It does not mean a woman is not entitled to half of my wealth. I no go give am. Instead, I go burn am with my hand. No, see, the 2 of us no get am. If you bought everything to, that's why I said, what is your contribution? If inside the 3 houses, you use your joint account. Now, inside the joint account, we'll go out there and look. If the man was bringing 70,000 naira and you were bringing 30,000 naira, till the money complete, you are owed 30%. What you brought in is what you will take out. But you know, some men are magnanimous. They'll say, okay, even though she brought 30%, the 3 houses, will sell one, share the money in 2, and I'll take one, she'll take the other one. Even if you bought the houses together, I know so many couples that have joint account. Meanwhile, now the man, they fund the joint account. Or now only the woman, they fund the joint account. Yes, the law, you see, listen, let me tell you, the law can make you, the law can give you a solution to your problem. You now have to think about your problem. Do I want to make this person my enemy? Even, you know, sometimes the law, imagine me and Ada Blessing, we do a show together. Ada Blessing now goes to the law, and the law said, since the 2 of you did the show together, share the money 50-50. If Ada Blessing has sense, she knows that I'm 20-something years older than her. I'm her senior. She will call me aside and say, Daddy Freeze, even though the court has said we should share this 50-50, give me 65. Oh, sorry, you take 65. I will take 35. What she is doing is creating an opportunity for future friendship that transcends money. She is creating the opportunity for future friendship that transcends money. The same way a guy who the 2 of them bought the house together, he brought 70%, the wife brought 30%. The guy is now saying, you know what? Okay, take 60% instead of your 30%. Check your DM. I did live. Check your DM. I want to go along those lines. Tell me what you think. Along the lines of the DM, just tell me what you think. Okay. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. The court has said 70-30, which is, but you see, the man looks at the woman and says, okay, even though you brought 30, I want to add an extra 10% to you because you carry the children or something. These are things that you do so that in the future there is, let me tell you, the future is very long. We know today, we don't know tomorrow. I know somebody, it happened to me once. We had a matter, a conflict. There were like 4 of us. We went on a trip to Dubai. So before we left the trip, the company had promised big things. We now got to Dubai, they now said everybody will be sharing room. I was the oldest there. The rest were upcoming influencers. That time I just started my influencing career. But whether I just started my influencing career or not, I had been on the radio for like 15 years. These are young people just fresh out of school. So they say make me and person will be 22. That time I was like 38 or 40. I was over 47. Make me and I come the share room. You know what happened? So they now say we should share room. It was, I'm going to mention her name today, Olori Supergirl, that said, yes, even though we are sharing rooms, we need to know that Daddy Free is our senior. Let's give him a room. The rest of us can share rooms. It was Olori Supergirl, the blogger. Ask her this matter, she might have forgotten. So, inside where everybody is right, yes, sometimes you don't have to fight for your right. Sometimes you have to think of the future. If you drag property with a man, especially when you know you did not walk towards, let me tell you, I carry children, no be excuse. Women, drop that line. If I got a girl pregnant outside, what she's entitled for is feeding, and maybe if I'm a nice enough guy, I'll pay her rent. She's not entitled to half of my watches or half of my property or half of my land or half of my bank account. She's not. Let's stop making you are the child. Surrogate, they born picking. And when they surrogate, they born picking, waiting they give them. You'll give them $10,000. Finish. If you have 3 children, $30,000. Should we start monetizing it? Because I've seen that. No. I always say this. If a woman was good to a man and she supported a man and she allowed him to walk, and men, maybe the man don't they mess up the come, then the woman can't say, okay, I cannot continue this way, I must divorce. If she supported the man up until that, even though it is up to the man's discretion, the man can decide, say, you know what, I will never have gotten to where I've seen men do it. I've seen men say, babe, my house that I live in, I'm not going to give it to you. This is my house. But we have 5 other properties. You can take what you want inside those ones. I'm going somewhere with this, and I need you all to listen to me because I'm also teaching you life. Aside from this matter where they ground, make we use this matter also take learn. So when a separation or a divorce is about to happen, you need to be reasonable as a man and as a woman. Don't say, because you believe the man has this, I must take it from him. And men, don't say, as you not agree marry me, if you marry any other man, I go frustrate you for your life. You frustrate yourself. You will frustrate nobody but yourself. Amen. Now, if you marry someone The two of you owe each other a cover. If your wife was cheating or your husband was cheating, don't bring it to the public. Think of your children. If your husband was cheating or your wife was cheating, don't bring it to the public. Think of your children. Fine, when one person has brought matter to the public, cannot tell the other person not to come and respond. No matter what your wife or your husband does, you will chest it as a man or a woman. This is the reason why I'm no longer with you. Me and you agree. Always make sure a decent man or a decent woman, by decent I mean they are not going to start causing trouble. You need to understand that you can, as a man, imagine I was married to Ebiri and me and Ebiri break up. As a man, I'm going to know that any child I have, Ebiri's boyfriend will have an influence on that child. And I must be careful. I should not create a resentment in my child against Ebiri's boyfriend, because at the end of the day, I'm creating a resentment against my ex, Ebiri. I should manage. You see, marriage requires wisdom. Divorce requires even more wisdom. If you think marriage requires wisdom, let me warn you, pop my money gun as you are learning something today, brand new. Pop it, pop that money gun. If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen, pop my money gun. If you think marriage deserves wisdom or requires wisdom, divorce requires times 10 of that wisdom. I know it will sweet you to go against your ex. All those things when do you, it will be good to gather the village, but learn from Elsie and Basket Mouth. Today, nobody can taunt Basket Mouth with what he did or what he did not do. Tomorrow, nobody can taunt Elsie with what she did or what she did not do. It remains between the two of them. Wisdom. It will pain you. Because sometimes when you feel you are grieved, you coming out to the public might help you. Get a therapist. Talk to your therapist. Instagram is not a therapy session. Instagram will come back for you. And unless you are Daddy Freeze that comes to Instagram every day, they will drag you and you will not like yourself. I don't know who it is that I'm speaking to. So, I'm moving. Oops. Oh, I go hit my leg. I want to put my leg up. Make I relax. I can't go hit the leg. So, let's talk about Korra and Dr. Justin. I do not support cheating in a relationship. I will never support it, whether it's from the man or from the woman. Unless the man openly told, listen, there are some men that like babes. And there are some babes that want to marry that particular guy because he get money or he handsome. And the guy calls the girl aside and says, babe, I don't believe I can be with one woman. I go marry you or put you for house, but I go did runs and you must not runs. Do you agree? If the woman says yes, then the guy can cheat. Because she knew what she was getting into. The guy say, you know me, I will love you, I'll take care of you, I'll not disrespect you, but every now and then I want to have some girls that I'll be using to while away time. But they will never disrespect you. I've met many billionaires who called their wives before they married them and told them that, look, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to build a new house for your father and your mother. I'm going to change their cars every 5 years. But just know that I get 1 or 2 girls where they runs. And now just say my body, now so my body be. that is now a sin with God. You don't owe your wife anything. You don't clear yourself. You don't clear yourself. Same thing with a woman. Some men want to marry a beautiful woman. The woman call her outside and say, look, oh, I get some billionaire sugar daddies. Oh. Now them they fund my lifestyle. Oh. I will marry you. I will bear your children. I'll make sure that I don't give anybody's child to you. But just know that these uncles have always been a part of my life, and they are going to call me from time to time, and I must answer. Do you agree? And the man loves her so much, and the man finds her so attractive, and he says, I agree. Then it's not cheating. It is sin. You are sinning against God, but you are not cheating on your partner because your partner knows what they entered inside for. Let's be honest with each other. You are sinning against God, but you are not sinning against your partner because you've told your partner that this is my weakness and this is how it's going to be. That's not cheating. If your partner says he cheated on you, then your partner is the one that is wicked. Let me tell you, there are relationships. All of you saying God forbid, 90% of the relationships you are in now is either you are cheating or your wife is cheating. There is no relationship now that the two of them are not cheating. It not reach 3 or 4% of Nigerian relationships. Vex for me if you want vex. 90% of Nigerian relationships. Some women will even tell you they know their husband's girlfriend, but as long as he doesn't bring it home. Some men, what is your wife doing with that man that he dashed that Range Rover? What work is she doing? Your wife's salary is 800,000 naira a month, but you live in a 150 million naira Lekki home, and your salary is 100,000 naira a month. You are turning the blind eye. Just know it. You are turning the blind eye. One day your wife will call you, say, babe, I'm off somewhere. Your wife go deal with her sugar daddy. My husband is calling. Hey, baby, how are you doing? The husband knows say she deal with the sugar daddy. He know they call him blind eye. It is called blind eye. Someone say taste buds cheats for away. I can take care of her very well. She's not lacking in any department. So why should she cheat? There is no department where she's lacking. I'm not saying I endorse these relationships, but I endorse the fact that the hypocrisy has been removed. I respect an open relationship more than two liars who will sit down in the front of the church holding hands and praising God. Meanwhile, the two of them, they cheat. Someone said a lot of couples don't cheat. That lot must be 10%. It can't be more. I go cover my own. No, I don't cheat. My wife doesn't cheat. You know what I'm saying is the truth, but you don't like the truth. So, Dr. Justin Dean, he's my guy. We chat from time to time. But to be honest, personally, I'm not happy with that chat I saw. I know they're at war. So, all is fair in love and war. But even if your ex-wife cheated with pregnancy, I don't think you should bring it to social media. Personal opinion, I may be wrong. Personal opinion, like I said, I may be wrong. Maybe you guys know better. Maybe you guys would have done a different thing. Whatever. I saw the text. I'm not saying she did it. And of course, I'm not saying she didn't do it. I don't know her from anywhere. Him, I chat with from time to time. My only thing is not because whether she did it or not, but how would it impact the children? If she did it and you can prove it to be true, you are either going to send the message to your children that that kind of behavior is okay, or that mommy is a, which you shouldn't send to your children. Now, if she didn't do it, you are sending a message to your children that it is okay for daddy to accuse mommy publicly of what she didn't do. So it's a lose-lose situation. There are win-win situations. There are win-lose situations. This is a lose-lose situation. You might win on social media. You might win before the court of public opinion, but before the children who are going to grow up one day and see so much on social media. Don't get me wrong, we all did it. They dragged me on social media, I dragged them back. But remember, I make money from social media. I work on social media. You understand? There are many things my ex said about me that I wish she didn't say, and there are many things I said about my ex on social media that I wish I didn't say. But you see, we didn't have somebody like Daddy Freeze today counseling us then. So we believed that going to the public was going to bring some sort of respite. And it did, don't get me wrong. It did. It had its own therapeutic value. But then, the children, how are they going to react to it? How are they going to feel about it? Some of us, growing up, we used to look at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said he grew up in front of the media. And we didn't understand, like, really, how do you grow up in front of the media? I've had the opportunity for the last 7 years to live my days in front of the media, the good days and the bad days. And trust me, very few of you can handle it. Very, very few of you can handle growing, living your life in front of the media. There are very few of you that can handle it. It is the days that is up and they are healing you. Yay! The days that is coming down. You will want the ground to swap. No, I no go mess. So I carry Coke Zero put inside freezer because I don't see say they want to bring my food. So make I get Coke Zero where I go take chop the food. So I don't go put them inside freezer. Now what I do with that? So that is my take on this particular matter. I'm not taking sides with any one of them. I do wish them healing as they proceed in their lives. I do wish there was a better way to handle the stress that they both found themselves in. And I do hope that they find respite. The internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. So be very careful what you feed the internet, because the internet is going to regurgitate it. It's going to vomit it back. And when it does, what exactly will your thoughts be? So those are my thoughts on the Korra Obidi and the Dr. Jean situation. Yes, I know the feminists are bashing him, and I know the men, the toxic males are saying, yes, release all the... Wisdom is profitable. Solomon was blessed with so much wisdom that he became the richest man that ever lived. Wisdom is a critical ingredient in the life of anyone. That's as far as I can go. I'm coming back in 1 minute to talk about, I think I've gotten a call from one of my lawyers to talk about the difference between Cubana chief priest and Bob Risky. Why is one of them at home and the other one on the internet? A lot of people are saying, oh, it's partial. Let's examine this from a legal and mature perspective. I'm coming back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. Remember, as you're leaving on TikTok, remember to pop Daddy Free's money guns. Pop those money guns. Double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter. We're back on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere.